And we are live. Hello, 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 hello. What's going on with y'all? Let me make sure I can. There we go. We are back. We are live. It's the Recreational Hoopers podcast, the Recreational Hoopers Guide to Basketball. Whatever you see fit. It's been a while. I'm not going to lie. It has been a while. I appreciate everybody for rocking with us still. I appreciate everybody. I took a little vacation, took a little break. Wouldn't really call it a hiatus, but I wasn't really going live for a little minute there. There was Christmas, had to get the family gifts, had to do all this other stuff. It was a lot. You might be wondering, why is my cup in a tissue box? Well, outside of the fact that it's dope, right? It's also because I'm in my room, change of venue. Had some technical difficulties last night. Can't lie about it. Had some technical difficulties last night. Uh, couldn't connect my roadcaster, so switched the area to my room using a different type of mic. Getting this mic picks up a lot of the extra audio around, so I had to do this joint in my room just because it's a smaller, more confined space, less noise traveling. So hopefully everybody can hear me. We gonna keep it going with this. Hang on, let me bring it up on my. You know how we do. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up on my cellular device so that I can be reading the chat just like y'all. But I mean, I'll wait for a couple people to get in here. Nah, I mean, ooh, beard looking nice. Where my brush at? Do some more grooming, you feel me? But either way, we locked in. Bet. Cool beans. We got the messages here. Shout out to the one viewer in the chat. We do not have the bombs today, only because, like I said, the roadcaster isn't connected. So can't really do the bomb drop right now. But we will fix that problem. But like I said, the show doesn't stop for anybody, y'all. The show doesn't stop for anybody. You see the Mellow jersey in the background, Prime Mellow. That's the best version of Mellow. We're going to come back down here, make it real easy for people to interact, talk to me. Talk to me if you're in here. Show love, show love. Right now, I'm locked in on the Heat and the Timberwolves game. You know, we doing a lot in here. I got a scented candle in the background, vanilla cashmere. Y'all don't even know what that's like, cause y'all poor. You know what I mean? Like y'all poor, so it's okay. And I'm not talking down to y'all. You know, I'm poor too. Know what I'm saying? But we gotta have rich mentalities, else we not gonna break out of that. You know, so that's what we doing right now. That's why I got a vanilla cashmere scented candle, because broke niggas don't be smelling vanilla cashmere. Y'all probably don't even know what cashmere smell like. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware. When you come in here, make sure you're ready to elevate yourself. Speaking of elevate myself, I went out to dinner on New Year's. It was my fault. I picked the place. Mind you, it was a decent place, right? It's called, actually, I don't want to get no sued or anything, but just so you know, I didn't know that restaurants turned into the club on New Year's Eve, y'all. I had no freaking idea. We walk in the spot, niggas chatting to me about some, oh, $20 entry fee. $20 entry fee? Who you feeling like? Why do you feel that comfortable telling me that it charges, or I gotta pay to get in here? Like, what are you talking about? That doesn't even make any logical sense. You know what I mean? But I guess to each their own. Some people just in it for the money. Me and my friends went in there. The food was decent. It wasn't one terrible. Oh, okay. So that's the camera view. So if I keep my cup out of this view, you can't see what I'm doing to the cup. You know what I'm saying? Oopsies. That might have been a little too much. I'm not gonna lie. But you might be wondering what we gonna talk about in here, right? I guess I'll start us off. Let me start us off with what we're gonna be talking about in here, y'all. First thing I want to really address It's the Jaylen Brown slander. And I told you guys, Jaylen Brown was a top 10 player in the association. I told you that for a while. And I think he's outplayed Jalen Brunson the entire year. But people will call me biased. But for the month of December, I think he definitely outplayed him. Now, people are talking to me about the United Emirates Cup. I mean, shout out to the hater in the chat, our number one hater. Appreciate you, TBK 7913. I know who you are, but you know how it be. I'll be using people's screen names, but I'll read off a couple of stats for you because I've been seeing them, I've been liking them, I've been reposting them. Let me make sure I could go find them because I just had them on my phone, right? But the most important one was their stats for the month, right? Hang on. Bear with me, y'all. Because I was talking to my man Seven about it last night, and Seven was trying to make me believe that it was marginal. Like, it wasn't, you know what I mean? Oh, the numbers are comparable. Speaking the truth does not make you a hater, dog. Being my hater makes you a hater. But we love all our haters. Our haters are our greatest, what? Motivators. There we go, team. 1 second. Let me go bring it up. How often do I hit these people up? This is starting to fry me. I need to stop hitting you guys up. That's what I need to do. I need to stop hitting you guys up. Where is... I guess I just got to find it on my own. I mean, I could remember the stats myself, honestly. I'm that much of a sicko. Love the Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson stuff. Brunson stats. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Just so you guys know I'm not capping. I'll read them off in case you can't see what that looked like. You know what I'm saying? In case you can't see what that looks like. For the month of December, Jaylen Brown averaged 31.7 points per game. He averaged 6.5 boards. He averaged 5.4 assists, 1.2 steals on 54% from the field and 43% from three. He also went 9-3. His team went 9-3 in the month of December, right? Jalen Brunson averaged 30.6 points, 3.2 rebounds, 7.1 assists, 0.9, I guess we'll round it up to a steal on 47% efficiency, field goal efficiency, and 40% from three. I'm pretty sure it was 39 point something, but I guess this is rounding up. His team went 10-4 in the same span. Keep in mind, I never hated for real over the schedule looking like. The schedule, JB, I'd have to look. You know what? Let me look that up. That's actually impressive. That's actually important. Excuse me, not impressive. But either way you slice it, the records were comparable. Jaylen Brown gets a slight bump in statistics to me. Only stat he wasn't winning out on overall was the assists. But, I mean, he's not the point guard. 5.4 assists for my wing. I'll take that. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take that. For my wing? What are you talking about? Yes, I need that. That's elite wing buckets. That's elite wing passing. Also, keep in mind, I got Anthony Edwards for 30. That's why I keep looking at the game right now. But despite their records or whatever teams they played, I feel like people gave Brunson the edge. According to my man Seven, people gave Jalen Brunson the edge because they won the United Emirates Cup. And as a result of that, because I'm pretty sure they played the only game that doesn't count towards your record is the title game. So by default, I think his team played one more game that counts more than the Celtics played because they were in the cup. They were in the United Emirates Cup. So the semifinal round where they played against the Magic, I'm pretty sure. And it's the Magic, so they've regressed. P5 has regressed. I'll look up the strength of schedule, but I just didn't think I think Jaylen Brown's been playing out of his mind. I think specifically this month he's been playing out of his mind. I think he tied the Celtics records for most consecutive 30-point games in a row. And then in the game he didn't get to 30, he dropped 10 assists in service of us winning on the road. Pretty sure that was against was it the Kings? We're playing the Clippers tonight, so I'm pretty sure that was against the Kings. Either way you slice it, this man's team was not projected to be good. Like, if you pay attention, the Celtics weren't projected to be good. People was over here saying we would win less than 39 games. Like, it was crazy, bro. And JB's out here averaging 30. And I would like to point out, 31 and a half, 6.5, and 5. That's fake. I got Jaylen Brown for 28 tonight. If he don't get it, I'm disregarding everything you are saying. Nah, in all honesty, I could agree with that. I think his last 2 games, he didn't go over 30. We need 30. Oh, Mikhail, you know what you got to do, bro? I'm not going to lie. What you have to do, and I discovered this, it's on FanDuel. I know I said I would never go back to FanDuel, y'all, but this one really be hitting. So they have the new thing on FanDuel where you could bet on a player's points in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown is usually a heater. That, I'm not going to lie, that 6+ points in the first quarter be hit. Like, he always usually a first quarter guy. So that's how I've been betting on him recently. Oh, that's good stuff. But back to the original topic of conversation. I respect Jalen Brunson. I do. I think Jaylen Brown has been a top 3 player in the Eastern Conference. I think he's been the best player in the East, but that's my personal bias. Oh, you just do the ladders now? I can respect that. Shoot. Not to get too far off topic, but I'll read off my parlay. But it's just that I got the live bet part of it for Anthony Edwards in here right now. But real quick, y'all, and then we'll get back to Brunson versus Brown. You ready? I got over Giannis. Oh, bro, you asking so many questions. I'm trying to address everything you asking right now. But when I was talking to Seven, that's why I said I have him as the best player in the East, but that's my personal bias due to the fact that I'm a Celtics fan. You know what I mean? If I were to be objective, that's why I said at the beginning of that, I have him as a top 3 player in the Eastern Conference, one of the top 3 players in the East right now. And ideally or realistically, I think in the East, when Giannis is healthy, obviously he's the guy because like the numbers are ridiculous. You can't really get past that. So I think Jaylen Brown has arguably been the second best guy in the East, whether it be numbers wise or, even team record wise. His team is 3rd in the East. Now, you could try to say, oh, well, Jalen Brunson's been better. I think Cade Cunningham's been better than Jalen Brunson this year. Now, for those of you who say, well, if Cade's better than Jalen Brunson, then he's better than Jaylen Brown. I don't really see that. I mean, I respect Jalen Brunson, but we're not talking about what he's done in the past. I'm talking about the level of play since this season started. I don't think there are too many guys who are higher than Jaylen Brown, and I have him over Cade as an individual player still, but I know Cade's team is number 1 in the East, so I got to give him credit for that. I do. I like Donovan a lot too, to be clear. I have JB over Donovan though. Tyrese Maxey's been on the heater. I was just about to say Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey has been on a heater. He's not better than JB though. Like, if we're talking about my top 5, and also ain't Tyrese Maxey, he dropped off stats-wise a little bit. But his team managed to get back to their winning ways. Shout out to VJ Edgecombe. Let me go find everybody's what's it called? I'm going to go find everybody's record right now. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds while I go find everybody's record. EA standings. I'd be so scared to bet Gobert for a double-double a lot. I'm not going to lie. But he got one tonight. So anybody who has Gobert on the list, shout out to you. Yeah, the Sixers are 18-14. Oh, the Raptors are still up there. Shout out to BI. Donovan's Cavs are 20-16. That's nasty. P5. The Bucks are still 11th. That's nasty. They're 15-20. I'm not gonna give credit to guys who are subpar, you know what I mean? Tyrese Maxey, I think higher ceiling is kind of crazy. Are you talking about offensively or like for team success? Because Tyrese, I think he has a higher ceiling offensively because I always tell people this. There's some players and there's some athletes who are born to be offensive players. And then there's some guys that work their way into offensive greatness. I think the peak type of player that worked themselves into an offensive type player was Kawhi Leonard. Like, if you look at Kawhi Leonard from his rookie season to what he's turned into at this point, it's crazy. Kawhi, 27.5. Okay, we getting free game. I see it. Over 21.5. Stephen Curry, alternate points. Okay. No. First of all, that's a great ladder. I like that. I like that a lot. On my slip, you know what's crazy? Your slip sort of looks like my slip, except I don't have Kawhi on my slip. And I have Jaylen Brown for... Oh, okay. Oh, right. Stephon Castle. Yeah, no, I like that. I think that's good. I have Brunson for 20 plus, and I have Maxey for 20 plus on mine as well. I have Jaylen Brown for 6+ points in the first quarter. I have Stephon Castle, I'm pretty sure, for 4 rebounds and 6 assists. Maybe I should have done his combined alternates. Maybe I'll do that on the second one. But in terms of Maxey, yeah, offensively, I could say he has a higher ceiling because he's one of those players that was born to be an offensive player. He was also a natural shooter. The reason I respect Jaylen Brown so much is because I watched him brick by brick build himself up into this level of offensive player, but it was work. He wasn't a gifted offensive player, when he came into the league. I think everything you're seeing now is a culmination of all the work he's put in. He works on his movements. He works on his dribble moves. He worked on that midi. He worked on becoming a better three-point shooter. So as much as I could say Tyrese Maxey's ceiling could potentially be higher, Jaylen Brown is maxing out all his stats. Like, he's maxing them out. The player that he is today in this day and age, none of you would have projected JB to do this, except maybe me, but I'm a fan of him and the team. So with Tyrese Maxey, we could have all seen him getting to this level. We could all see because not only does he have the ability to shoot the ball at a high level, well, you could say that he should have come in like that, but you also have to remember that in this league, it's not like it was back in the day where you have to be able to do everything on the court. Now you get drafted as a specialist. And honestly, JB in high school was all of that. He was all of that. But sometimes high school shooting doesn't translate to the NBA. And when he got to college, I think at Caltech, he averaged like 14.6. He was doing okay, but he wasn't burning the nets down. I'm pretty sure he was shooting under 35% from 3 in college as well. So as much as we want to say, oh, you got to come in like that, I saw the mechanics. I saw the baseline of what he was in college. I watched a lot of his high school tape. I saw his mechanics were decent. His shot mechanics were always decent. The one thing about JB with his mechanics, he has a hitch in his shot, like early on. When instead of it being like free flowing and then it's just, you know what I'm saying, fluid, you go up to the top. When he gets here, there would be like a pause or like a slight, you know what I'm saying? So, and then it would be like it was a 2-part shot. And he still does that sometimes with his free throws. Like when he does it smooth, it's cash. When he stops and he does that hitch, he's usually going to miss. But I understand what you're saying. Nah, but that's the thing. Jason Tatum, and I appreciate you bringing up this conversation. To me, Jason Tatum was born with the offensive talent and the gift. So the things Jason Tatum had to work on, Jason Tatum didn't really have to work on things offensively outside of limiting his shot selection. And then he injured his wrist. I think he fractured his wrist in his shooting hand in the 2022 postseason, which resulted in him getting a weird hitch in his shot in like 23 or 24, whatever it was. So then him and Drew Hanlon, his trainer, worked on that. But JT's been pretty complete as an offensive player. You remember JT's rookie tape, bro? JT's rookie tape is nasty. Even the handle, everything, it's nasty. As he came up, as he grew, what they started trying to do for JT was they tried to limit what he would do on the court because he knows he could do everything. Now, I'm saying he knew he was always going to be a bucket. That's why I'm saying the things he had to work on is different than Brown. And ideally, you want Kobe Glazer. Look, at the end of the day, if you're not going to glaze Kobe, I'm not going to do it because I'm a Celtics fan. I have respect for the man because, you know, torched my team, beat us in the 2010 finals. Still salty about that, but you'll never hear me denounce greatness. RIP to that man. But we locked in for real. I love JT's development. The biggest development for JT was he had to become a better passer. He had to be able to read the game better. All right, relax. 2009, 2010. How's your team? That's your team, right? Or is it just you abandoned ship with Kobe? Because I want to know how you feel about this new dynamic with Bron. If that's the case, we talking about your team, right? Because me, I love my team. I love the players back to back. That little shit against the Magic don't count. That little shit. Everybody know that was supposed to be our year. KG blew his whole knee out. Like, people be getting lucky, man. People be getting lucky. Okay, so your favorite team, the Lakers. I want to get into that, though. But before I do, you really think, and mind you, I'm not trying to be a hater. Jalen Brunson averaged 30. He averaged 7 assists. He averaged 3.5 boards. His team went 10-4. I could see a world where you give it to him. I just don't think there's been a better player in the month of December than Jaylen Brown. And I think his level of play has gotten better each month. And I think he started off the year great. Like, where he is now, I think you can't even compare it. But you want to give it to Jalen Brunson, you can give it to Jalen Brunson. I just think JB got robbed. And I'm actually happy he got robbed, right? Because now I know he's coming for that. He's coming for that this month. And I think he started off, what do you have? What was it, 29-6 and 7 last night or something like that? Okay, TBK7913 said, I don't like the Lakers when Bron got there. I wanted to do a rebuild. They reloaded. I know when he got there, all the young guys were getting shipped out. But we got Luka and Austin Reeves. I'm fine with them. All right, can't be mad about that. Now, I have been hearing from my other homies and shit like that. They like the dynamic of Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic better than they like the dynamic with Bron. Also, the team seemed to be more free-flowing and better meshing before Bron came back. What do you say to that? Hang on. I'm about to turn the comments off real quick so I can put up a banner. Give me a second. Is a cancer I gotta find the right. Sorry, y'all. I'm finding the right emoji to put on this thing. There we go. All right, now I gotta. I'm always learning. Always learning. Add banner. Ah, that's tough. All right. I never. Okay, now I get to see it. I never subscribed to Bron making his teammates better. I could see that. I could see that. In my opinion, though, right? The reason Bron has gotten away with the let me adjust the camera. The reason Bron has gotten away with the sort of Bron-centric system is because it wins championships. Or it used to win championships. So it's like there's not a lot you could say to a guy that got 4 chips off playing when the team is specifically built around him. I always say, like, if a player makes other players better, he gets them all-star nods. People don't like to hear this, right? People don't like to hear this. I think Russell Westbrook makes players around him better. I think when you put the ball in Russ's hands, he makes his teammates better. And I say this because a lot of the best, like, if you look at Russ's history with players, Paul George had the best year of his career when he played with Russ. Best 2 years of his career, whatever you want to call it. When he went to the Wizards that 1 year, Bradley Beal had one of the better scoring efficiency years of his career. I think he made James Harden's life easier on the Rockets when they managed to play together. I think Russ makes guys better, bro. I don't think there's a big man Russ has played with. Like, he played with Steven Adams. He played with Enes Kanter. He played with Serge Ibaka. Like, Russ has a history of directly making his teammates better. I think with Bron, it's more along the lines of, I'm going to get doubled. Teams don't know how to stop me. Just be ready to cut or be ready to shoot. But you don't really see Bron, like, helping somebody expand their game or, like, broadening their horizons as a player. It's never been that. But what Bron has that Russ doesn't have is Bron has the chips. So you're automatically going to say somebody like Bron makes his teammates better. I don't necessarily believe that. I don't. I think certain guys do make their teammates better, though. I agree with that. Maybe Russ's tempo is what gets it off. Russ does give the younger guys room to grow. That is true. There's a couple guys in the league. I just think with Bron, you have to be ready to accept a role. Like, if you're drafted to be a 3-and-D guy, get ready. Like, you have to be comfortable sitting in the corner, and you have to be comfortable guarding. You're not going to be asked to do more than that. It's going to mess up the Bron system. You get it. Yeah, but that's why historically Bron needs veterans to win. Bron can't take young guys. That's why I give somebody like Chris Paul credit. Chris Paul legitimately makes these guys better. I'll always give Chris Paul credit. Most recent example of that was the Thunder in 2020, that bubble year. He accelerated Shea's learning curve. He helped Lou Dort tremendously that year with Chris Paul, and that experience in the bubble playoffs. Like, it forced Lou Dort to actually become a real shooter. So, because Chris was always going to feed him. Like, he was like, you need to be able to hit these shots. Nah, they would have got a ring. I think that was David Stern's final fuck you to all that. David Stern wasn't with that. And when I was younger, I didn't understand things like what's it called? The tax that you go over and how salary caps worked and stuff like that. I was just thinking, oh, it was fuck the Lakers. And I was okay with that because, man, screw the Lakers. But I learned the reason Miami got away with it is because everybody went as a free agent. David Stern really wasn't playing any of that. Adam Silver, if Chris Paul tried to go to the Lakers, if Adam Silver was the GM when the Chris Paul trade was about to happen, he would have let it go through. Adam Silver be going for anything, bro. Adam Silver be going for anything. I can't stand, bro. Oh, but let me read you my parlay ganger. I got, here we go. It's a, how many legs is it? It's a 15-legger, right? We got Tyrese Maxey for 20 plus points. We got Cat for 8 boards. We got Jalen Brunson for 20 points. And we got Paul George for under 20 and a half because he's ass. Then we got Stephon Castle 4 rebounds. Stephon Castle 4 assists. And we got Denny Denny from the Trailblazers. We got him for 20 plus points, right? We got Sengun for 6 plus boards. We got Sengun for 4 plus assists. And we got KD for 20. Need that. Then we got Con Canupo for 2 threes. We got LaMelo for 2 threes. And we got Anthony Edwards for 30. AE hit 30. He got 32. I knew I shouldn't have put him for 35. Then we got Jalen Johnson for 8 rebounds, and we got Jaylen Brown to score 6 points in the first quarter. Telling you. You know I can't pronounce Denny name, bro. That joint is crazy, bro. Excuse me for a second, y'all, while I send out this live to everybody else. I posted it on my main story, but excuse me. You know how it go. I got to make sure the members see it. Make sure everybody show me some love. Make sure everybody's showing love. Love that. There we go. And yep, there we go. The Knicks are playing the Sixers. The Knicks are playing the Sixers. I'm not gonna lie. Cat is a sick nigga. Nah. I was gonna put him for 6. You have to understand. I didn't trust it either. The reason I ain't put bro for 6 is only this, right? It's because the 6+ rebounds for Cat was like a negative 1,500. That doesn't do anything for the parlay. At least the -8 was like -7 or -600 or something. It was better. You know what I mean? Mind you, this parlay isn't supposed to be to get us out the hood parlay. You know what I mean? This is supposed to be guaranteed money so I can make it get us out the hood parlay on the Celtics game later tonight. That's what this is for. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm saying you should get that, man. Like, he's sick. And on top of that, it's not like Embiid is going to be super physical. Embiid's trying to protect his knees. He's on a minute restriction. I don't know how long he's going to play tonight. Biggest you ever won is 2K on a parlay. Brother, I would have retired. I don't know what's wrong with you. I would have retired. Let me win 2K. I would have retired that day. Because honestly, if I get 2K, it can't get any better than that. Like, that's like if I started betting, right? If I started betting today and my first parlay ever, I hit for like 1,500 to 5,000, I'm never betting again. I'll cash my money out. I'm deleting the app. Because one thing I've learned about these betting apps, bro, the house always wins, bro. Like, they gonna be like, okay, let me raise the bet limit, the money amount on the profit boost, get you to reel you back in. And B don't want to play basketball anymore. He doing it for the plot. And B plays basketball for the plot now. He not really in it. His heart not really in it. He not like that. He not cut like that. And anybody that disagrees with me can suck it, because he really not cut like that. I've been trying to tell people that. People not listening. Appreciate the 2 viewers I got in the chat right now. Y'all showing mad love. I know it's my first time back in a while, so make sure I look good for the stream type shit. Why haven't you retired from gambling, bro? 4 racks? I'd be done. I'm not a greedy person, bro. I'm not. 4 racks helped me a lot today in a real way. Give me 4 racks on this shit. I'll delete the apps right now. I'll delete all the apps right now. Swear on everything I love. I'll delete everything. I'm not even on that. If I win 4 racks today, nigga, I'm gone. What? That dude kiss my ass. Make sure, what's that? Thought I seen a hair in my cup of sun. Hang on, y'all. Bring my cup and make sure I'm not seeing anything. Oh my lord. This shit good. Nigga, you're gambling backwards, bro. You're gambling backwards. 10 to 10, it's not. But what you should have done is taking out 3, and hell, you better than me. I would have left 100 in there. I would have just left 100. I would have taken out 3,900. I respect that. Are you the one creating the ladders, or you be tailing off the niggas who create the ladders online? That's the stuff, man. Scared money don't make money. I was already up. And you know what's crazy? That's what I be realizing. Like, because I be betting on some scared money shit. Cause I need all my money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm terrified. I can't afford to lose a certain amount of bread. I'll be in my house in a dark room, just I be crying my eyes out, nigga. I be crying my eyes out. I wouldn't be able to handle it, bro. I wouldn't be able to handle it. If you in the live, do me a favor. Shout out to the 3 people in the live. We don't have bombs right now. We do not have bombs. I can't do the usual bomb thing I do for y'all. You might be wondering, where's the couch? Where's the stuff? For those of you who are just tuning in, I'm in my room. There was a problem with my roadcaster. There's a problem with the connection with the wires. So we in here tonight. We doing this stream from my room. It's a more cozy vibe. So that's how we doing this. Anyway, Anthony Edwards already hit his side of the parlay. So 1 leg down, 14 more to go, y'all. All right, this game is over though. The Timberwolves won. That's fine. I mean, we all knew the Timberwolves was gonna win. I don't think that was in question. What game should I lock in on next, y'all? Hang on, let me check. What time? The Knicks game starts at 7:40. I guess that's the only game I could go to next. So we're gonna lock in on the Knicks game, y'all. It hasn't started yet, but oh, wait a minute. I do need Jalen Johnson for 8 rebounds. I think he's good for that though. Shoot, the Raptors are a bigger team though. Hang on, did that joint just lag? Y'all still see me? Hang on, my fault, Mikhail. Give me a second. I'm trying to set up the next game real quick. But I see you typing. I'm about to address everything you're saying. $10 into 200 is elite. We need that. Hey, Stephon Castle is so hyped in warm-ups. I'm not gonna lie. I love Stephon Castle, y'all. I think Stephon Castle is so cold. That's a mature player. Let's go ahead. Yo, honestly, I can tell money don't mean a lot to you the way you be getting the winnings messed up. Like, this is just another day at the office for you, bro. You should have sent that shit to me. If you get to how much would you have won by day 10? Let us know. Because 343 today. Shit. Sometimes I wish I had the constitution to be robbing niggas. But I don't have that constitution. Mama raised a good boy. I'm a good noodle. Because I'm not going to lie. And I'm not saying specific to you, Mikhail. Because you're not somebody that goes out your way to flex on niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm letting y'all know. I see some of y'all be flashing you're earning $10K. Shit, nigga. Let me win $10K, nigga. What? Get out of here. I win $10K. I'm gone. You feel me? It's over. I'm gone. For sure I'm going. What? $10K? Got me fucked up. Man, you should have already retired, bro. You should have already retired. I don't know why you haven't retired yet. All right. Doubles every day. I see that. Yo, the next ladder you do, let me know, bro. Send me the link. Nigga, Bills are due over here too, bro. The first just passed. I still got a couple bills I got to pay. So I understand what you mean. All the bills do. Help a brother out. When next one, lock in. We talk about it on the stream. I'm a coward though. I probably, if I get to day 5, I might be out of there. If it's a 10-day ladder and I get to day 5 and everything keep hitting, I'm out of there. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I am not greedy. Cause really, I really think this streaming shit gonna take off for me anyway. So I think I have the personality for it. You know how it go. Like I said, it was holiday season, so I wasn't upkeeping with it as much as I should have, and that's on me, y'all. I apologize for real, for real. I apologize because I know y'all been waiting in the wings. So that's on me. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all for still staying and rocking out with your boy and shit like that. Sixers coming with an 18 or 14 record. What the fuck? Oh. Yes, sir. Next game starting right now. Well, that's a lot. Hang on. I'm about to call my siblings in here to come bother me. Give me a second, y'all. Appreciate everybody who's rocking out with me. Imagine the bomb. Boom, boom, boom. I'll be hitting the roadcaster bomb right now. I'm not going to lie, though. This is nice. And if I had one buy to see the future and ever happens, I'll put 50 leg parlay in, $1 to follow it. Yo, bro, on my life, I always imagine, like, if I could live a day, right? Because you know how, so you remember the other, like, there was a week this year so far. It was like Jalen Johnson dropped like two 35 plus point triple doubles in a row. On my soul, if I could go back in time to those 2 days, I'm taking $250 and putting them both on a 35 plus point triple double for Jalen Johnson, dog. On my life. Or I take it back to the day when Russ and Jokic dropped a triple double in the same game at like the beginning of the year. I'll be up so much coin, bro. See the smiley face. You probably wonder, why can I see this nigga leg? Why are you wearing SpongeBob, bro? Because me and Short, I was in matching pajamas this year, y'all. I can't speak for the rest of y'all. I was in matching pajamas. Don't be jealous. But I was in matching pajamas. I can't speak for everybody else. Oh, no. But when the Curry 3-1 comeback, they wasn't allowing gambling in New York, remember? We wouldn't have been able to bet on that unless we drove out of state. I would have, if I had known Brian was going to make a 3-1 comeback, though, I would have gone straight to Vegas. I'm not going to lie. I would have put myself in debt to go to Vegas because I would have known I was getting that money right back. And I wouldn't have even I would have put in a bet. I just said that. I just said I'll go to Vegas. There must be a little bit of lag or whatever. Oh my God. Yo, Mikhail, we're fried, bro. The lay is fried already. Why the hell are they starting Mitchell Robinson and Cat? They're starting Mitch. They haven't started. Did they start Mitch last game? What is this? Oh my God, bro. Fuck! It's okay. We got some money left in the wallet just for this occasion. And Brunson holding on to his left arm. First 2 minutes of the game. About to smack this nigga Cat's under on boards on my soul. It's disgusting. Foul on OG and an OB. Oh my god, bro. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. No, but he's not out of the game yet. He's not out of the game. He was holding his left arm, but he's not out. I mean, you need him to start. Do you have? Nah, we need it. We need that 20 out of him, though. We need that 20 out of him. You and me need that 20 out of him. Cat over here trying to score the rock like I don't need him for boards. Cat think he magic. Cat think he magic. He tossing over the neck passes. Cat think he magic. It's real physical. Yeah, Paul George. Show me that miss. I got you for under 20. Yo, Cat, grab this board. Ew! Yeah, we might be cooked. Back to LeBron. I'm glad he's retiring soon. It's time. The Lakers got a lot of room to grow. I don't disagree with you. And honestly, I think Bron sees the writing on the wall in terms of, because I feel like in his head, he thought he was going to get another 1-year deal from these guys. And I'm just like, Bron, what? You're cooked. Like, if you notice, Rich Paul and them and Bron took the Lakers gear off in a lot of his offseason posts. I'm one of them people that I pay attention to all that stuff, y'all. I'm one of them guys. I watch all that stuff because I'm a media member now. We got to speak it into existence. What the girls do, they do this. I'm an NBA media member. I don't think he's trying to stay as long as possible for a ring. Like, I be telling my friends, everything Bron has done since the 3-1 comeback, it's all for the 30 for 30. It's all for the 30 for 30 after he retires. Like, Bron's going to have the first 5-part 30 for 30 docu-series. First part of the first tenure in Cleveland, Miami tenure, what's it called? Miami tenure, first, I got messed up. First Cleveland tenure, Miami tenure, next Cleveland tenure, then the Lakers tenure, then there's going to be a whole separate segment from his team, Rich Paul, Clutch Sports, where they debate or talk about how he surpassed Jordan and how his influence on the next generation. You know, some sick shit. Cat be pissing me off. They said fight for the rebound inside, right? Maxey got the ball, started sprinting up court. Why Cat already back? Why wasn't you fighting for the rebound? Hold on now. This might be a good game. It's 9-9. It's fast paced though. What did you want to say? Ring culture is toxic. He trying to change the narrative now that he still wants one. Nah, I mean, but this is Bron we're talking about, bro. Like, you know, Bron is the king of changing narratives. Because Bron, you could make the argument, Bron tried to pass the buck off to the Celtics for making a big three, right? KG was in year 12 by the time he left his team. Like, people like to talk about my team for creating a super team era. That wasn't the case. Because respectfully, the way people talk about it in like hindsight and stuff. But in year 12, y'all didn't have KG as a top 10 player. Most people, even if it was deserved, didn't have Paul Pierce as a top 10 player, even though he's that cold. And I know for damn sure niggas didn't have Ray Allen in their top 10, top 5. Like, when Bron linked up with Wade, they was both arguably top 5 niggas. Like, Wade was the second best two guard in the association, a dog, and Bron was vying for best player in the league honors with Kobe. So you got the best player in the league, and then you got the best two guard, the second best two guard in the league at the time. And then Chris Bosh was arguably, and people don't remember how good Toronto Chris Bosh was. Like, it was OP. And they were all less than 10 years in the league. I think they were all going into what, year 7? Nah, thank you. Bosh was the prototype center, a stretch big. Perfect for Bron. Like, that was the first super team in existence. People like to say, oh no, the Celtics didn't. Bro, when the Celtics got together, they was all 10 plus years in the league already, bro. All 10, 11 plus years. Like, come on, bro. Don't do that. Stop doing that. I think Paul was in year 10 because Paul came in like, what, 98, 99. So he might have been in year 9 or year 10. I think Ray was definitely in year 10. Ray was in 96. Ray was in like year 10 or year 11. Like, these guys were all 10 plus years in the association. Bron and Wade and them linked up in their athletic primes. What are we talking about? You can make the argument that Wade was out of his athletic prime because of the injuries and shit he'd been dealing with, tendonitis in his knee, multiple shoulder surgeries and stuff like that. But nah, Chris Bosh was healthy and all that. So, and now Bron's over here trying to say ring culture is toxic. It's bad for the sport. It's, bro, you started ring culture, bro, and respectfully, like, and now you're trying to pass the onus on KD and the Warriors. Like, oh, you know, KD and the Warriors is a real super. No, nigga, y'all was a super team, bro. I was there. I was witness to all that foolishness, bro. I hated it. I'll cook too. I was spitting at it, bro. I was rejecting it with my entire body, nigga. What are you talking about? We knew you was the... Bro, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, bro. Please. My fault, y'all. Camera work. I'm leaning back now. Shout out to everybody rocking with us in here. Appreciate everybody. All right, yo, Jalen Brunson better start producing, or he better like get out the game before the first quarter ends. KD and LeBron made it okay. You're not lying. KD and LeBron started the era of team switching, and also, player empowerment did this as well. The collective bargaining agreement before CJ and Grant messed it up for everybody, and by everybody I mean the players. The previous collective bargaining agreement, the players had all the power. Niggas took Brown and KD's book and they took it to a umpteenth level because players started demanding trades. Like, yo, bro, I'm going here. I'm not playing for your team anymore. I'm not doing any of this. And mind you, I believe in player empowerment, but it's just like, bro, you can't just decide to force your way out of a situation because you don't like it after a year and you signed a 4-year supermax or you've signed a 4-year max deal. I think that's bullshit. I think that's weird. I think if you make a deal for money, Chris Paul, shout out to CP. CP got the players they bag, but he also got the players they bag with the limited amount of He got the players they bag while also limiting the responsibility they had towards the game. Because at the end of the day, basketball is a game, but the NBA is a business. You niggas work for a corporation. Like, imagine any other corporation, do you get to go to work, call out whenever the hell you feel like it, just not go in because I have a headache today or I have, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you're getting paid supermax dollars. I think Embiid's contract is nasty. I think the contract the Sixers gave to Paul George is nasty for not playing games. I think these guys, I think it's bad. Now, mind you, no, I'm saying, bro, like the Raptors, Kawhi Leonard, the Spurs was tired of it, but at least with Kawhi, here's the thing I'll give Kawhi. Kawhi did his load management and then won a chip. So it's like, say what you will, I got a whole city a chip. Now, if you're talking about what he did on the Clippers, okay. But you also have to factor in Kawhi deadass had real injuries, bro. Kawhi had real injuries. Like his knees were never good. Like they were never good. So the way the Raptors did it, it proved that we could win a chip. It was just that Kawhi would get to the postseason after being load managed for the whole time with the Clippers, was for the whole season basically, and then his knees would give out anyway. So it's just like, dang, bro, like you're either gonna play these games or you're not, because there's no guarantee that you're not gonna. There's more of a guarantee that you're gonna be injured regardless. So just give us what you can. But like I said, Kawhi did that and won a chip and a Finals MVP. So it's like, how much are you gonna get on Kawhi? Embiid hasn't won shit. Embiid's a failure. That nigga sucks. I'll stand on that hill forever. Yeah, no, and I'll say this. Embiid cried his way, and us as black people got to take accountability for that, man. All right, we was screaming racism. I'm not gonna lie. We gonna give it to Jokic. He's not even better than Embiid. Jokic is better than Embiid by leaps and bounds. Jokic is better than this nigga. I fell for the propaganda, and the biggest culprit is this nigga Kendrick Perkins for spitting out that shit racist. I remember what Perk did that year. I remember. You remember? Yes, we, Mikhail, we. You in here with us. Nah, it wasn't just me, bro. Everybody, I know mad people that wanted Embiid to win. And mind you, this is how you know it's not really a me thing, right? If you know me, you know I'm a Celtics fan. I never respected Embiid, and I never respected the Sixers. And here's why. They was always putting Embiid and them little peewee ass niggas, Ben Simmons, JJ Redick, them weak ass niggas. They kept putting them ahead of my young bulls in Boston. And every time we seen these niggas, it was BTA. We was punishing boys. I hated that. Nah, Perk dead screamed racism. Nah, we all should have hated. And it's even worse in hindsight because they gave Embiid MVP that year, right? We put BTA on him that year. Well, not BTA because it went to 7 games, I think, the year he won MVP. But that year, it didn't even go to 7 games because of Embiid. It went to 7 games because Harden did a throwback and dropped 40 points twice. Embiid was a failure in that series. He sucked. Like it was the I think Embiid had the biggest points per game drop off from regular season to postseason in an MVP in NBA history. The nigga dropped 10 points. He averaged like 33 points in the regular season, was barely getting to 23 points on like 47% efficiency. As a big man, as a 7'2" center, you're shooting 47. You're struggling to shoot. You suck. You're struggling to shoot 47% from the field as a 7'2" center. What are we talking about, bro? This thing is garbage. And every year it's, oh, he better than this player. He better than that player. Why is he better? Why? What makes this nigga better? Because he could drop 60 on a random game in freaking December? I don't care. I don't care. Never been out the second round. But nah, Jokic is already in all-time center conversations. Jokic might be like, let's look at all-time center. Where's Jokic rank all-time centers for you? Hang on, let me read what you said. Shea was a good conversation, but he won it because of voter fatigue. We could all acknowledge that. We can admit that. Shea was a great conversation. He won it for voter fatigue. But Shea winning it also gave me the argument for my man's JB for the simple fact that the shit that JB averaging right now, y'all gave Shea the MVP based on that. Like the 36-5 or 35-5, 31-5-5. That set the precedence now. So now when my nigga's averaging that, it's not MVP worthy. Like I was having a conversation with somebody last night. I said he deserved to be in the MVP conversation. Nigga was like, over who? Are you drunk? They just gave a nigga an MVP for the same type numbers. And he's playing with a worse team right now. True. I think the thing that also put Shea over the hump was like his team's winning percentage. Like they won 66 games last year. They won 60 games the year before. They're probably going to clear 60 again this year. No. The people who have dropped or are at risk of dropping out of the MVP conversation is Jokic and Wemby, because Jokic had a hyperextended knee. I think he has a knee sprain. They talking about he's going to at least miss a month. Usually, on average, teams play what? Teams play 10 games in a month. About that. Winning should count. That's why I'm like, you pair it with winning. Shea did have an argument. I'm not going to sit here and discredit everything he do. I'm not that big a hater. So I'm going to say like he did have an argument for winning MVP. And I'll also say this, right? I think people pick and choose what they glorify. Now, mind you, Jokic is winning at a higher level, but it's like niggas keep glorifying. He's averaging a triple-double as a center. Russ averaged a triple-double mad years. They didn't give him the credit. Like, I find that funny. I do find that interesting. And you could say what you want. Oh, well, the teams won more. Look at Russell Westbrook's winning percentage when he has a triple-double versus when he doesn't. Russ's teams win at an extremely high clip when he gets a triple-double. Fact. I think it's an above 700 winning percentage. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me go see how many rebounds Cat has so I can throw up. Give me a second. I'm going to go see how many rebounds he has. Jokic does have better numbers than that. No. They acknowledged Russ for the triple-double the first year he did it. And then it very quickly became, oh, he's stat padding. That shit not impressive. It's not impressive when a guard averages 10 plus rebounds, a 6'3" guard. Niggas are drunk. The hell? I'll never forgive the league for what they did for Russ. And it was even more funny. I know this is maybe turned into a Russ pod or a Russ live stream, but I'll keep singing this till the cows come home. Russell Westbrook had trouble landing in the league this year, and Chris Paul immediately found a destination. Do I agree with how the Clippers did Chris Paul? Absolutely not. But Chris Paul was averaging less than 2 points and less than an assist and a half. Russ was struggling to find a place, and he's leading his team in rebounds and assists, and he's still averaging like 13. While having to split guard duties with Dennis Schroeder. On a terrible franchise, by the way. Shit is weird. Now when I'm leaning, I got to keep adjusting the camera, y'all, so y'all can keep seeing me. Apologies. Cat got 2 boards. Yeah! Cat got 2 boards. No, I can agree with that. They do only care about scoring. But they pick and choose when they care about scoring, because Luka, if that's the case, right, Luka should have won. Luka should have one MVP. You know what I'm saying? The criteria for who wins MVP changes every year. Now, mind you, do I think Luka's going to win MVP? Hell no. I don't think you could be that porous on defense. Like, mind you, the year he averaged 34, 9, and 9 video game numbers, I think that was his best chance to win it. Oh, Tyrese. And wow! Get in there! Get in there, girl! Get in there! Why didn't I put Jalen Brunson for 4+ boards? He already has 2. Sick. Tyrese Maxey already got 4 boards. What was I doing? I was drunk. Shout out to the 3 viewers we got. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know where your head is at. You know what I'm saying? Comment. Talk to us. Here we go. Oh. That's good. I'm not going to lie. The Sixers are decent, man. Paul George sucks. The Sixers are decent. If you in here and you think LeBron is a cancer for the Lakers, tell me why. I agree with you. Just let me know why. Type shit. As soon as PG, you know what's crazy? They should have just let him. The nigga, I don't even know what to say. Like, he's just not who he thinks he is. And also, I think Evan Turner said it best. Like, PG's somebody that lets the outside noise dictate what he do too much, right? So it's like, last year was a bad year, obviously. They couldn't get it together. Evan Turner also called out. He was like, it's going to be the most talented, mentally weak duo in NBA history because Embiid and PG can never get healthy, and PG takes outside noise too seriously. Like, he was like, he lets the outside noise dictate what he do. Like, he didn't know where he was going after the Clippers, and the league said, yo, he should go to the Sixers. Like, he would look real good on the Sixers, and the nigga went to the Sixers. And, you know, some people were laughing at Evan Turner at the time, but it's like everything he said about what would happen with this team if those two were the lead guys has come true. If it wasn't for Tyrese Maxey being an absolute dog and the Sixers just hitting the lottery and getting some elite guards, I don't know what it is. Like, the Sixers have a good history of just getting cold, undersized guards. Like, VJ Edgecombe, I'm pretty sure is like 6'4". Jared McCain is like 6'3", maybe 6'2". I don't think he's 6'4". But they're all cold guards. And then Quentin Grimes, oh my God. I think Quentin Grimes is so cold. I think Quentin Grimes needs to go somewhere else. Maxey, we needed that floaty. All right. Sixers are up by 1 on the Knicks, y'all. Hey, Jalen Brunson has 12 first goal. Oh, why didn't I just put the nigga for... I should have put him at 10 points in the first. Paul George has 4 points. I have him for under 20.5. If he keeps scoring at this clip, we're good. Okay. Maxey has 6. Embiid has 7. He should be on a minutes restriction. I think we're pretty good right now. I do think we're pretty good right now. Now, after the first quarter, what should I do? I should put... Hang on. Let me adjust the camera because I just sat up. Excuse me, y'all. Nigga, PG needs to shut his hoe ass up. Like, listen to me. When he talked about the bubble and all that stuff, bro, we don't want to hear that, bro. All the Clippers, their whole team, when they was talking about, oh, COVID, it got us up out of there mentally. My nigga, stay home. It's about a chip, bro. What are you talking about? How you don't get up to be with, oh, we couldn't see our family. We don't care. We as the fans don't care. No, I know you're talking about PG. I'm talking about him too. When he was on his pod talking about the reason the Clippers lost, when he was talking about the reason the Clippers lost in the bubble, and he was like, mentally, a lot of guys in the bubble, their mental wasn't there. I know whose mental was there. Dame's mental was there. My team's mental was there. Jimmy Butler's mental was there. The Lakers' whole team mental was there. No, I'm not saying being isolated can't be a lot, But why you got teammates, bro? Like, let's talk about it. These are the dudes you spend all your time with in the year anyway. You barely see your family for 82 games. Now you're fully isolated, right? I think some players was even allowed. I don't even know if they was allowed to like bring one family member or spouse or something like that in the bubble. I don't really remember. It was a while ago. But my whole thing is like, bro, so did Lou. So did Lou. Lou went to get wings. You remember that? Like, I just think, nah, shout out to you for remembering that. But that's why I say, I think the Clippers just gave a bunch of weak excuses. I think the Clippers were geared mentally to go play the Lakers. That's all they wanted to do. And remember, they were so the isolation. They were up 3-1, Mikhail. They was up 3-1 on the Nuggets. They lost. They got walked down. That wasn't about isolation. They're losers. They just wasn't like close the deal if you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't care about that. Nah, they could leave. When they lost, they could leave. Get out. You lost. You could go home now. Maybe that's why they forced themselves to lose. Forced themselves. Got beat. They got walked down. Mind you, that's not me excusing or minimizing the effect isolation can have on the human mind and the human condition. I get it. Being alone can be a lot for people. I get that. But my point is, you're not alone. You're with the guys. You're with your teammates who you claim to have a great relationship with. Like, I'm not going to lie. If I'm not with my family, but I'm with the guys, if I'm with the gang, if I got the gang with me and we going somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But I guess your argument could be, well, that's not really the gang. Those are just their teammates. My argument is any team worth they salt, your teammates become like family members. I think that. I do think that. I know some players be like, you don't actually have to be close to be able to win for shit and stuff like that. No, I can agree with that. And I can agree that's why a lot of people do put an asterisk on that chip. But I don't fault the Lakers fans for saying, oh, that counts as a real trip because let the Celtics have won and gotten past the devil magic of the Miami Heat and beat the Lakers in that. Because I was of the mindset, like, and people like to give Jimmy Butler credit for that 2020 Miami Heat run. He doesn't get credit for me. The best player on that Miami Heat roster in the bubble, people don't remember, it was Goran Dragic. He tore something in his knee or his foot or something. And the best player for them in the Eastern Conference Finals versus us in the bubble, it wasn't Jimmy. It was rookie Tyler Hero going federal. No one could have predicted. Like, the nigga played way out of his mind. I don't know what demon Pat Riley prays to before the postseason when they see us. It's always some weird nigga doing the weirdest shit. Oh yeah, nah. Like the lack of travel, the lack of having to hop on. Oh my god, VJ Edgecombe playing like a fullback. The lack of travel, the lack of constant air miles on the body, it played into a healthier postseason. I think I don't even like Goran Dragic did get injured, but the Lakers were super healthy. I think that was the healthiest your team was in the AD LeBron era. It was at 2020. Well, Pat Riley do hate LeBron. I can't disagree with that. Edgecombe taking a chuck up three, air ball. Yeah, that tracks. Hang on. Give me a second, guys. I have to take a bathroom break real quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes or less. 2 minutes or less, y'all. 2 minutes or less. Give me a second. Give me a second, please. Don't you leave. We have a good conversation. Don't you leave. Don't you leave. Don't stay there. Stay. Stay. I'm back. I'm back, nerds. I am back. Don't worry, I'm back. Really, I don't have smoke for other people if they left, but if Mikhail left, I'm back. Somebody tuned out. But we're thankful for everybody that stayed, for everybody that's still locked in with us. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I had to take a bathroom break. My fault, y'all. Why should I even have to apologize for needing to pee? I had to pee. That's what I had to do. The heck? Who is this nigga that's not getting boards, bro? Grown man can't get a rebound. No, Paul. No. Paul George trying to run. Oh, VJ Edgecombe. Nah, he's too athletic. We'll be right back screen. I had to pee. Why would I put up with we'll be right back screen? I had to pee. Apologies. Next time, you know what? I'll do better with my we'll be right back stuff, y'all. I'll be better with the we'll be right back stuff. Hang on, give me two seconds. We gotta film another promo. Drop the link in the chat again. So people that we live. I'm gonna go ahead and make. That's true. That's exactly why I need to make a we'll be right back screen then. Because I'll be doing my joint from StreamYard, so I guess I could put it in the media assets. Hang on. Let's work while we do it. Appreciate the 2 viewers locked in with us. Appreciate the 2 viewers locked in with us. We here right now. How would I do that screen? Like I said, all this stuff is a learning process for me. This is a really good game, though, by the way, y'all. If whoever's not tuned into this Knicks game, it's real good stuff. Let me click media assets. Customize your logo. Overlay. I'm gonna have to call Brandon and help and get his help with this. No. I was using OBS, but I use OBS for my regular recordings now instead of like live stream recordings. And also with the OBS, well, actually, I could probably use OBS right now because I'm not in the outside area. I'm in a more enclosed space. By the way, let me know. I don't know yet because I can't really hear what's going on in my headphones. I can only hear the game in my headphones. So, are we is the sound coming through all right? Like my voice, everything's still good, right? I know we did the sound check, but I still like to make sure everything's smooth. Yeah. But I'm more used to OBS. I'm more appreciate you, Mikhail. But I am more used to OBS. I'm just getting back in the swing of things. I guess we could put up a new banner instead of is LeBron a cancer for the Lakers. Let me put up a new banner. Let me put up the banner of Will Cat get 8 boards? Yeah. We need Will Cat get. Why did that shit say? I think I need 8 rebounds from Cat. It said show for 10 seconds. No nigga timer off. Add banner. And show this one. Yep, there we go. Will Cat get 8 rebounds? It's the second quarter. Let me check. Let me go check. He has 4. Let's go! I walk shit down. Shout out to that nigga. What's that nigga name? 6ix9ine. From now on, all my cups will be in tissue boxes. This is hard. Starting a new fashion trend, y'all. It's like that. What you mean Stephon Castle not doing? Whoa. What you mean Stephon Castle not doing anything? Hold on, because we got money on the line. Oh, I think it's the first quarter. Wait, when you say not doing anything, he got zeros across the board? What are we talking about? Because let me check the rebounds first. Okay, he has 0 rebounds. Let me check the assists. He has 1 assist. Okay, he has 1 assist. That's all he did. 10. The Spurs have 10 points with 6. Denny, I had Denny for 20 points. Denny has 4 assists. How many points does he have? He already has 4. Donovan Clingan has 12? Ah! The fuck? Nah, it's almost over. It's crazy. There's 6 minutes left in the first quarter. We got time. VJ Edgecombe has, and I was about to put VJ. Why don't I follow my gut, Mikhail? Why? Tight. Donovan Clingan having the game of his life, and Denny Avicii only has 2 points. Oh, I'm gonna be sick to my stomach, bro. Let me check the parlay. Oh, all right. Yeah, we need Denny to. Jalen Johnson has 1 rebound. LaMelo Ball has no threes, and Con Canupla has no threes. The parlay is cooked. All right, it's time to pivot. It's time to put all our eggs in another basket. All right, it's time to put all our eggs in another basket. We're gonna wait for halftime on a bunch of these games, and then we're gonna smack Jaylen Brown for 8+ points in the first quarter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not playing with these niggas. Do I put VJ Edgecombe for 30 points right now? What do we think about VJ Edgecombe for 30 points? We got, you know what? I'm going to start cooking up. As I'm cooking, I'm going to talk to y'all. Y'all help me cook. Y'all help me cook. You know what I'm saying? I want to cook tonight. You gonna cook tonight? We gonna cook tonight. You gonna cook tonight? You gonna cook tonight? That's what we on. Cooking up energy. All right, here we go. Let's cook up a parlay, y'all. Okay, Donovan Clingan, you're going to give me 20 points. Yo, I would put this nigga for 25. I would put him for 25. But no, I don't believe it, right? Luke Cornett for 10. Hell yeah. Wait. Where are the rebounds? Quickly. Why do they have such limited boards? It is the first quarter. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's put Jalen Brunson for 30 player point. No, screw that. We're gonna put VJ Edgecombe for a 30 ball. We're gonna put VJ Edgecombe for 25. You know what? Scared money don't make money. Shout out Mikhail. We're gonna put VJ Edgecombe for 30. We're gonna put Jalen Brunson for. No, we're not gonna put Jalen Brunson on this list. We're not. OG Anunoby for Paul George has 6 points. None of that speaks to me. Okay. So, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to bet on the Knicks anymore. So, we're going to put VJ Edgecombe for 30. We're going to put... okay. You think KD got me for 20, Mikhail? VJ for 27? Shit. Nah, you ain't said nothing but a word, brother. You ain't said nothing but a word, brother. VJ Edgecombe, do they have the alternate points? I don't think they have his alternate points. I don't think they have players alternate. Hang on. I'm checking right now. Yeah, his over-under right now is over 28.5. You might have been cooking with that 27, bro, but I can't put him for that. Should I put him for under 28.5? I be saying that, but sometimes I be betting KD for 20, and he be giving me 19, bro. All right, I just got to put VJ for 25 plus, if that's the case. VJ for 25 plus and Jalen Brunson for 25 plus. Fuck it, we here. We ball. And then KD for 20. You know what? I'm gonna put KD for 21.5. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, you think KD gonna give me 4 points in the first quarter? Screw it. We just gonna get him for 20 for the game. We're gonna get KD for 20, and then we're gonna get Sengun for Anthony Davis is playing. Yeah, I'm only doing Sengun for assists and rebounds. Player rebounds, once again, Sengun. We're gonna give you 6 because Anthony Edwards is right. I mean, not Anthony Edwards. Anthony Davis is right there. You think Sengun is good for 6? No. 6 assists or 4 assists? 4 assists. This nigga's the type to give me 5 assists on a game like this. All right, and let's go to the Celtics. We had player points. We had Kawhi Leonard. Well, Jaylen Brown is getting 25 tonight. Kawhi Leonard is getting 20 tonight. And Jaylen Brown is dropping. Jaylen Brown, where's the first quarter? 8 points in the first quarter? Or 6 points in the first quarter, big dog? Fuck it. If we're going to go big, go big. Pause. 8 points in the first quarter for Jaylen Brown. And I really need to cook up with this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, where are the player threes? Oh, where are the player defense? I need D White for a block. Yeah, let me get D White for a block. And let me get Nemus Keita for. Actually, is Zubats injured? Say no more. Ivanka Zubats. We're a bad rebounding team. Big Zoo's getting 8+ boards, obviously. All right, I'm locking that in. We got a 7-legger in. You want me to read it out to you? Nah, Zubats is crazy, but we're a bad rebounding team, bro. I'm telling you right now, we're a bad rebounding team. He should eat today. But I'll read off this bet to you. I'll read this one off. I got Donovan Clingan because he had 14 in the first quarter. Now, if he doesn't get another point for the rest of the game, whatever. But it just seems like the battle of the ass. So Donovan Clingan for 20, he has 14 points. We got Luke Cornett for 10 points. He has 6. We got VJ for 25. We got Brunson for 25. We got KD for 20. We got Alperen Sengun 6 boards. We got Alperen Sengun 4 assists. We got JB for 25. We got Kawhi for 20. We got JB for 8 points in the first. We got Derek White for a block, and we got Big Zoo for 8 boards. I like that. I like that a lot. Zubats? No. My fault. Maybe it's the way it comes out. I say Big Zoo or Zubats. Oh, that's why it sounds like Zubats. Like it sounds like I'm saying X, don't it? One nigga I'll never gamble on again is this nigga OG Anunoby. I've gambled on OG for 10 plus points 3 different times as he's been a Knick, and each of those games he's dropped 9 points. Fuck OG Anunoby. That nigga kiss my ass. OG Anunoby going to hell for selling the parlay too much. On God. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson getting out of here for sure. Get that nigga out of here for sure. That's a foul. That nigga bitch jumped into his body. Mind you, I don't think that was enough for Embiid to like drop on the ground, but that's a foul. Not in the same sense. Embiid missed a free throw, bum ass nigga. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like I think KD is cold, but I've seen KD drop one less point than I need too many times. I've seen it too many times, like especially against teams where it's just like, bro, you should get 30 tonight. Like, there's no world in which I shouldn't be able to comfortably bet KD for 30. You know what I'm saying? It just you're too good for me to not be able to do that. Why can't I do that with you? It's 58 to 50, Sixers up on the Knicks right now. Maxi hit a three. Yeah, we needed that. Embiid leading the break. Oh, this is a risk. That's not a foul. He threw himself on the ground. Oh my god. I hate unethical hoops so much, y'all. It's so like he didn't have any intent to try to make that layup. Like, no, there it was. I'm not gonna sit there and say it wasn't a foul, but it's like, dang, bro, you didn't have to toss yourself to the ground. And that's not even a hot take. It's just a regular take. Embiid be injuring himself. Like, the accumulated damage he put on his body just tossing himself on the floor. That's why you be breaking yourself so easily, bro. Just be a man. Okay, on the first parlay, we're looking decent. Jalen Brunson needs one more point. Tyrese Maxey needs four more points. Cat needs four more rebounds, and Paul George just needs to keep being ass. And then I just need one more three from you, JB Jalen Brunson. This is cold. Jalen Brunson. Let me see what you got, Brunson. I'm praying on the next game Jalen Brunson missed so I could put Jordan Clarkson for 15 plus. I swear to God. That nigga's a heater. Anytime he get the chance, he gonna come through. Brunson on the fast break. I think Brunson cleared our slip, y'all. Brunson cleared the first slip. He has 21 in the first half, y'all. Should have put that nigga for 30. Dumbass. But it's okay. Two legs hit on the first parlay. Two legs have already hit. Now we need 13 more legs to go. Never mind. We're not gonna hit the first slip. Jalen Johnson has 2 rebounds. I had him for 8. What are you? And you know what's crazy? He's playing the Raptors. I'm a dumbass, y'all. I'm an idiot. Don't follow that slip, y'all. From the first time I bet, like the first slip I read to y'all, don't follow that slip. Who did I have for 2? No, I had Jalen Brunson for 20. I had him for 20. Brunson. I should have put the nigga for 30, bro. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. It's all good. Meanwhile, Tyrese Maxey missing point blank layups. I hate it. Who is Cat feeling like? Who is Cat feeling like? Ain't no way that worked. Man, it doesn't even matter, bro. I put Jalen Johnson on this slip, bro. Like, listen to this, right? Oh, thank God, Con Knuckle finally hit a 3. But I put Jalen Johnson on the slip. How he only have 2 boards? Is he not in the paint at all? I'm be mad. Hang on. I'm be mad as all life if Jalen Johnson. Hang on. I'm gonna click player assists. I'm gonna be tight. I know he has a bunch of assists. He already has 4. Dyson Daniels has 7 assists. What world am I living in? You bums. Fuck niggas. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all, for the language. I apologize. We do need Castle to get going. I didn't put him on the secondary slip, though. I didn't put Castle on the secondary slip. On the secondary slip, we just need 6 points from Donovan Clingan, and we need 4 points from Cornette. Honestly, we putting all our hopes in the second slip right now. The real question is, do I want to spend this last $1.50 on a Jalen Brunson 40 ball? That's the real question. Jalen Brunson for 35 plus 40 points? I don't know, maybe. I might have to see what that's talking about. For real, for real. Oh, camera angles, y'all. I decided to lean back. We need our parlays to hit tonight, people. We need the parlays to hit. We not doing this without the parlay hitting. We need the parlays to hit. Big money is big money. Hang on, y'all. Let me go ahead and make a promo video. I gotta add promo to my story, y'all. Discord, make sure we record. Okay, we're recording now. We are live and direct, stressing over my current parlay. Cannot believe that Jalen Johnson did not want to grab 8 boards. I don't know why you, as a 6'9" grown man, don't want to grab 8 rebounds. You have 2. You have a half a basketball to grab me 6 boards, bro. Do not screw my parlay at the beginning of the year. Please, please. And all of you, if you want to see me stress about my parlay, tune in. Hang on, let me show the screen. We recording from there. We watching the game over here. Excuse my room. We doing this. Oh, you see the candle? Hang on. I was talking to the stream earlier. Y'all know nothing about that. That's vanilla cashmere. You broke bastards. Stressing over my current parlay. Cannot believe that Jalen Johnson did not want to grab 8 boards. I don't know why you, as a 6'9" grown man, don't want to grab 8 rebounds. You have Yeah, y'all. And this is the life of a creator. I got a promo. I got to do all this stuff. I'm gonna pick another game. I don't want to watch the Knicks halftime, y'all. Yeah, there we go. Jalen Johnson slander, sure to get somebody. Shout out to VJ Edgecombe being a dog. Sorry, I just saw my favorite posts from the most dangerous gym in America. Shout out Hadi Abdel, shout out Smith the Don, shout out Unk, all them boys. You know what I'm saying? Real entertaining shit. You know, y'all, I just want my parlay to hit. I don't think that's too much to ask. Asking for a parlay hit feel like something on the lighter end of the things to ask for. You know what I mean? Why is it not a thing that I should be able to ask for that? We got Jalen Brunson propaganda going on. Please miss me with that. Where have you been? Oh my end, oh my end. Oof. You gotta remember there's wine in here. Where have you been? Oh, right. I was supposed to pick another game. Excuse me, y'all. I'm not watching that. What game should we lock in on right now? Oh, you know what? Wait. Is that at halftime? That's probably at halftime. Let's check it though. I'm tuning into this Trailblazers Spurs. All right, I'm seeing it. Tiago Splitter is the acting head coach? Since when was Tiago Splitter the head coach of the Trailblazers? Shout out to Tiago Splitter, man. All right, bet. Okay, so this is bad. 39-24. What the hell are the Spurs doing? Oh my god, bro. I don't need to be this stressed. I know FanDuel not gonna see it my way, bro. I'm sick. Shadale Sharp must be going crazy. Second quarter just started for these boys. I don't think about the Blazers either for real. I just know they're a decent defense. Denny Avicii. Actually, I needed Denny for 20, but I need Stephon Castle to do his thing. At the end of the day, they're a young team with athletes that play hard. So they're one of those could give you a game on any given night. But it's more surprising because the Spurs are at home. This is a home game for the Spurs. I don't know why they're playing like this. What is this? Keldon Johnson. That's another guy. Keldon Johnson is good for slips, y'all. If you didn't know, Keldon Johnson is good for your slips. I really need more from niggas, though. I need more. I need more and I expect more. Where have you been, oh my end? Oh, that's the stop on the. Why wouldn't you take that mid-range pull-up, De'Aaron? De'Aaron Fox over here playing like he got money on the team, bro. Like he got money on the line. I want him investigated immediately. Oh, I have a big monitor in my room for real. Why? You can hear it? It's creating background noise. Because what I did was I have the monitor HDMI connected to the laptop that I'm using for my stream, right? And then I have yeah, I have the game. It's connected to the HDMI slot. But if I put the live on and then have the game playing with the live, I'm probably going to get copyrighted. So they'll probably flag my live. That's why it's not playing in the background with y'all right now. But now I do have an HDMI slot. I'll show you. Hang on. Android TV stick. All right, say no more. We'll get it on off camera, but you can see the HDMI slot right here. I got it connected to my monitor and shit. No, I mean I wasn't taking it as no haramity stuff, Nikhil. I appreciate you, but thank you for letting us know that there's a pause there. Some niggas would be hawking. Oh no, he ain't say pause. He ain't say pause. Like I ain't on that. At least not today. But let me type that in to my notes real quick. Android TV stick. All right. Put that in my notes. Give me a second. Keldon Johnson dead through a pass. Oh no, never mind. It got tipped. The pass was tipped, y'all. It wasn't that egregious of a pass. Trey my water. Oh! Yeah, the Spurs are being unserious. I guess I mean, it's the Trailblazers though, but the Trailblazers are a better defensive team this year, so look at me trying to give them credit so the Spurs don't feel so bad. They don't pronounce the J in Advia, so it's Advia. Yes, Luke. Yes. Yes, Luke Cornett. Yes, yes. Good job, bro. Good job, bro. They're just done feeding Klingon. That was such an ass shot. Whoever that do. Yes, Castle. Yes, Castle. Yes! 2 assists. We got an assist out of Castle, Mikhail. We got another assist out of Castle. We're good. We're locked in. We're locked in. Yo, is LaMelo Ball injured? Why hasn't he hit a three? What's going on here? Okay, Castle has a rebound and he has 2 assists. So slowly but surely, we're getting back into it, boys. Adjust the camera. Pardon, I always got to be aware of that. My feet are hitting the sound? Oh, you mean was it the tapping noise? You hear me? Was it the tapping noise? I was hitting my brush against my kneecap. Oh, okay. That's my bad, y'all. That was me there was music playing, so I was tapping the brush. That was my fault. But all right, let's check. Okay, Jalen Johnson got 3 boards. We need him for 5 boards in the second half. Katie already has 5 points. Good sign. Sengun already has an assist. Denny has 10 points. Stefan has 2 assists and he has 1 rebound. So if Stefan Castle could get 1 more rebound, ideally 2 more rebounds before the end of the half, I will feel way better. Oh, Cat has 6 boards. Yes. Okay. Let's go back to the Knicks game. We're going back to the Knicks game, y'all. We're locking back in. Knicks game back on. Cat got a. There we go. Cat be falling on the ground like somebody a sniper rifle pulled up out of nowhere. Oh no, PG. We don't need you to score, big bro. What you doing? We don't need you to score whatsoever. We got you for the under, dude. We got you for the under. Calm down, PG. We locked in with Tyrese Maxey right now. We need something from him. We need something from Maxey right now. Luke Cornett got to 10 points already, though. We're good. VJ Edgecombe, he's passing it? Stepped out of bounds. Oh, they're setting illegal screens. He's not setting his feet when he set the screen. All right, I see it. The NFL, NHL, and NBA. All right, you're glazing. The announcer just said the illegal screen was illegal in the NFL, NHL, and the NBA. Dick muncher. And an Obi top floor. Okay, Cat. I like that, Cat. I like that. I like that from you. Cat has 7 boards. I think we good, Mikhail. I think we good. All right, Paul George just hit 2 back-to-back threes, bro. I'm about to be nauseous. It's not gonna be the game you go above 20 PG. No sir, no sir, no sir. It's not today. It's not today. Jalen Brunson, I don't need you to score any. Well, actually, no. You could go get to 25 for the sake of the other parlay. Is LaMelo Ball injured? What's happening? Ayo. I'm crying. PG needs to relax. Who the hell is Camelot? What the? Is Embiid on the court or is it Barlow? Oh, it's they're playing a double big lineup. Okay. VJ Edgecombe. Oh, Edgecombe is he's fast. KD 9 points in the first quarter. Love that. You was right, Mikhail. He probably getting 25 tonight. Con Knuppel hit 2 threes already. What does LaMelo Ball do? Is LaMelo injured? He's coming off an injury. Man, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. If you're not good, you're not good, bro. Don't play at all. Let them void you. I don't know if that was a shot or not by Brunson just now, but that was bad. Katie got 12 first quarter points. Oh my god. Next time I'm gonna follow my gut, y'all. I'm only gonna bet player points in the first quarter. That's all I'm gonna bet. I need to follow my own advice for real, for real. Yo, how's the ladder coming, Mikhail? How's the ladder coming? We looking good? Or is it just Stefan Castle that's making you worried? We were just talking about load management, bro, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want you out there dying on the throne if you can't play. Like, it's a difference if you can't play. Embiid could play. He just wasn't. Kawhi, and we talked about it earlier. It's Stefan Castle. Kawhi was a unique situation because that nigga had real injuries. But everybody else, like, y'all, Embiid, like, y'all milking the system, bro. I wish everybody was like Kobe. Like, if you on the court, you should be able to perform at least to a certain extent. Like, if you on the court, I at least expect you to be able to hit your threes if you're getting any. Not absolutely, he did. Him, Allen Iverson. Those are the two guys where I was just like, these guys will play through anything. Which is why the rap on Iverson was so nasty to me because it's just like, bro, like y'all are trying to vilify this guy, and he's really just elite. Like, y'all want to vilify AI so bad. Why? All he does is be elite, bro. That's all he do. Go to work, be elite. Go to work, be elite. Go to work, be elite. What else do you want? What else do you want? What else do you need? That's a better question. What else do you need? Oh, you put this down before I break it even more. No, I understand that. A ring would have done it, but I blame, in all honesty, I blame the Sixers organization. Because mind you, this is before teams and the new salary cap and everything like that. Look at the teams the Sixers used to put around Allen Iverson, bro. Just go look up the teams look up the team he drugged to the finals. What was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing they can say he doesn't have. But I just don't appreciate the slander on AI. I don't appreciate the slander. I know they be saying how he dressed and everything, how he carried himself. That man was cold, bro. What can't you co-sign? I mean, okay, I get it as a Kobe fan, but I'm just saying, look at the product they put around Allen Iverson. Look at the product. The Sixers didn't. Yeah, no, okay, I understand that, but at least you know if they even attempted to put a more decent team around AI, he probably would have got one. Like what? Come on, bro. They literally did not try. Like, why was his second best player arguably either Eric Snow or over the hill Chris Webber or over the hill Mutombo? He should have just left. That's why I be saying, like, it's a slippery slope because now we want players to have more loyalty, but back in the day, players used to be loyal to a fault. Like KG was loyal to a fault. They had to, like, Kevin McHale and everybody had to beg him to leave Minnesota. He wasn't trying to leave. He would have stayed there and rotted in hell. You know what I mean? Players used to take that loyalty stuff real serious. They used to want to play for one franchise, everything like that. You know why? A lot of these players' favorite players, like around the older generation's favorite players, they didn't play for anyone new, like the greats of the game. They all used to stay with one team. Like, excuse me. You think about Magic, you think about Bird, you think about Mike. Dr. J stayed with one. I mean, I get it. Dr. J played in the ABA and then it merged with the NBA, but Dr. J was a Sixer. I don't think he played for any other team. Like the real Star Wars of the game. Like I think the dude who was really a Rolling Stone back then might have been Charles. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Jalen Brunson drew a foul and won. The announcer's telling Jalen Brunson to call out this nigga in ISO Embiid. The loyalty was crazy. Oh, I even gave Dirk. Dirk was like that. But Dirk, they did Dirk right in Dallas. Like he got them a chip. They treat Dirk like royalty, and Dirk could have left at any time. Dirk could have left it like, and he's been on record saying like Kobe tried to recruit him. I think the Spurs tried to recruit him. A bunch of teams was trying to recruit Dirk. He was just like, nah, I'm gonna stay in Dallas. Loyalty used to be, predicated over everything. And like we talked about earlier, I feel like LeBron and KD really made it okay to not like put yourself over the franchise. And I ain't no slave master or anything like that. It's just that when I fell in love with basketball, I came up at a time when players used to take pride in the franchises they played with. I think taking pride in the franchise you play with plays into the effort that you give the franchise. Nico definitely was worried about that nigga sleeping with his wife. I'll never forget they did the interview. What was it earlier this year before he got let go, where he said he knew Luka meant a lot to the city of Dallas, but he didn't understand how much he meant to the city. I was like, my brother in Christ, what? You're right. That's what I said. Seven told me I was a racist for saying they getting paid millions. Or not racist. He said I was a slave master. And then he said, well, it makes sense. You're a Celtics fan. And I'm just like, bro, what is that? What are you talking about? I know Nico was definitely lying his ass off. What the fuck is that nigga talking about? You didn't understand. Nigga, it was Dirk and then Luka. Luka was supposed to be the next great best European white hope basketball player this side of the continent. Like, what? The Utah Jazz fan base and franchise be more racist than Boston. That's all I got to say. Also, our star players for the past decade have been black. That's all I know. Embiid and Jalen Brunson having a grift off right now. It's 86-72 in favor of the Sixers. Good Lord. Check my parlay. Nah, if Jokic didn't exist, the nigga has 3 MVPs already. Like, I know Luka fans are going to be sick because when the argument is had later in life at the end of both of their careers, like, Luka's numbers are going to be ridiculous, but Jokic's numbers are going to be ridiculous, and his winning's going to be ridiculous, and the accolades are going to be ridiculous, and he also still has the ring. So it's like pretty much already, I think Jokic is already the best European player ever. People going to be mad. The Manu Ginobili and Dirk stands are going to be mad, but Manu and Dirk never saw these heights, y'all. Manu and Dirk never saw these heights. Luka can't be the best European player ever because Jokic exists and breathes air. And technically, if we being honest, Wemby is European. He's French. It's European. Tyrese Maxey dropping bombs. Okay, Jalen Johnson, 5 boards. Yeah, LaMelo is gonna kill the lay, y'all. All right. Everybody on the Knicks has hit their point on the lay. We just need Paul George to not score 21. Let's see how many legs we've hit so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we hit. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So 5 out of the 10 legs have hit on the first lay. We just need 10 more. 5 out of the 15. So we need 10 more. Okay, Victor. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're talking the greatest white European ever. Honestly, Luka can fight for second, but as long as Jokic breathes air, God forbid something happens to Jokic, Luka's never gonna get it. Because the scoring might dwarf Jokic's, if you want to say that, but like the rebounds and the assists, like Jokic right there, if not exceeding that. Because Luka's almost average a triple-double. Jokic does average a triple-double. I'd like to be very clear. Let me see. Jokic gives more effort on defense than Luka. I'll say that. Luka doesn't try. And I've been telling people this for years. Like, people thought that one year they went to the finals in Dallas, he was better defensively or he was giving effort. People were trying to sing his defensive praise. I was like, he's not good defensively, y'all. It looked better because the Mavs did it the right way. They surrounded him. They figured out what his weakness was, and they did their best to supplement his weakness. They plugged in players that would hide said weaknesses. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just what they did. And it was genius. I thought they were showing us a slow motion of Embiid re-injuring himself. He averaged 0.1 less steals than Shea last year. I mean, but I will also say, like, I'm gonna keep it stacked, right? I think steals are one of those things where it's confusing as a defender, right? Because you can be a poor defender but play passing lanes well. You know what I'm saying? Some guys are just good at getting their hand in there. And it's not even like steals. Like if you're getting a steal and a half a game and it's coming from, you remember when Avery Bradley first got on the scene, first got minutes for us, how he was ripping point guards at half court, how he was making their life hell. You remember how Chris Paul and Rondo used to get their steals? They really used to lock in and read the defense like cornerbacks. Nah, it is defense, but I think I've seen more guys good at playing passing lanes and being anticipatory anticipating steals or anticipating passes. Like that's a skill set. But I don't necessarily think that reflects overall defense. Cuz I think Shea is a decent defender. Do I think he's the greatest defender in the world? No. But I think he gives effort. But I think him getting damn near 2 steals a game is a result of him playing the passing lanes. Like, and I don't necessarily think playing the passing lanes makes you a good defender. Yeah, you're right. I guess for me, I love niggas who get out the mud. I love people who really can sit down in chairs and really stop you from scoring. Like for me, like, and mind you, not everybody is a lockdown defender, but I have great respect for people who truly do it on both sides of the ball. I think young Kawhi did it at an elite level. I think Jaylen Brown does it at an elite level. I think Tatum can do it at an elite level. I think who else? I think Jalen Williams has the potential to turn into one of those guys because I don't think Jalen Williams is elite offensively. I think he's an elite defender though. Nah, yeah, I fell in love with the early 2000s is the game I fell in love with. I think a lot of us did. Like I like that. I like no 5 second call. I like sitting down, And I also feel like back then you used to know who really was cold offensively because of all the things a defender was allowed to do. That's why 30 back then it meant way more than 30 now. Like, and I saw something the other day like uh 30 is the new 20, 30 is the new 20, 40 is the new 30. Yeah, I think they need to eliminate that cuz I don't know. And you know what it is? I think it's bad for the game because if you've hooped recently, if any of y'all are in the chat, I'll clip this. If you've hooped recently, right, in today's day and age, you ever go into your local LA Fitness or your local park, and it's just like you playing defense and you hand checking people at the park, and they calling fouls off hand checking, and it's like my brother in Christ. This is not the NBA. Like this is not the NBA. You're not getting that. What are you talking about? Oh, you can't put your hand right here. Brother, you dropped your shoulder and extended forearm, and then when I held you so that I wouldn't blow back after you did one of these, you're trying to cry foul. Like, we're outside, bro. Like, get with it. The brand of basketball I play and the brand of basketball I enjoy watching, like, if you were an elite offensive player, it didn't matter if somebody was damn near holding your jersey. You're getting your shit off. Like, you're just that cold. That's why I respected guys back in the day. You used to average 25 in the early 2000s. You were cold, bro. You were cold. I don't care what anybody says. Like, niggas was averaging 25 to 30 back then. Nigga, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You got to be able. And I understand that, like I said, this plays into the NBA being a business. Offense sells. Offense puts tickets and seats. I understand like a certain type of fan wants to see the score be 115 to 120. When I came up, I could sit down and watch a game that went to like 95 to like 89. I could sit down and watch that and appreciate if my star dropped 30 because it's like, dang, bro, we needed that 30 and you went out and you did that. That's part of the reason people fell in love with Kobe, bro. The way he was doing it when Kobe was outside averaging 35, hand checking was still good. Now, cold you have to be? You understand how cold that is? What? People don't be understanding, bro. It used to be a dog fight to get a bucket. It used to be a dog fight to get a bucket. I appreciate that. Oh my god, they're putting on Josh Hart commercials. Please relax. Jalen Brunson has 24 points. VJ Edgecombe has 20. I need VJ to get 5. I need Jalen Brunson to grab 1 more point. Still need Donovan Clingan to get 2 more points for this slip to go. I need Alperen Sengun to remember he plays basketball. Because why do you only have 1 rebound and 0 assists? What are you doing? Now, I do agree with that. I did. I watched the WNBA more this year, Mikhail. I did. I respect. First of all, the WNBA is kind of a throwback in terms of the time I fell in love with the game. Like power forwards were prevalent in the league. Like the WNBA right now, the best players are dominated by they're dominated by the power forwards. Best players in the WNBA: Asia Wilson, Nafisha Collier, Alyssa Thomas. It's all power forwards. Them girls is cold. I'm not gonna lie. I think Paige Buchanan is better than Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark just got to the league first. I think Paige Buchanan is better than her. I think Juju Watkins is gonna be better than her. I think Angel Reese is misunderstood because Angel Reese is not an offensive player. She's sort of like a Dennis Rodman or Draymond Green. Like, if you gave, I could see Angel Reese's best side coming out if you gave her an elite guard. Like, give her a Paige Buchanan. You gave Paige Buchanan to the Chicago Sky, I think it would go crazy. But I mean, I will say this, and you'd be surprised by this, Mikhail. I hit more on WNBA than I did on NBA last year, and that's a fact. That's a fact. I hit more on WNBA than I hit on NBA. And realistically, there's only like 5 women you're supposed to bet on in the WNBA. 7 max if you really a fiend. LaMelo hit a 3, we have life. Thank God. Yeah, you're right. FanDuel, like they barely give out. I think they've given out maybe 2 profit boosts on the WNBA since I realized they started adding them to the gambling shit. WNBA doesn't get nearly enough respect. Not nearly enough respect. And I'm not talking about for the product of watching it. Like, if you watch or don't watch, that's on you. I just know them women is profitable. Just foul the nigga if you're gonna let him get an open layup like that. All right. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So I'll be going to the bathroom again. I'll be going to the bathroom again, but this time I will be playing this on a loop. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Hang on. I'm verifying that it's a loop. I'm verifying that it's playing on a loop. Hang on. Give me a second. All right, it's playing on a loop. Bet. I'll be right back. I gotta pee again. That worked out beautifully. We got 2 viewers in the thank you. I am back, y'all. Don't worry. Hello. We're back. We're back. And I had to pee. Bet. Mikhail, I did it. I did it, ganger. Found the screen. The we'll be right back screen. We're lit. I'm gonna spam the hell out of that. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I should have ordered food. Appreciate you, Mikhail. I should have ordered food a while ago. I underestimated how. Am I yelling? Why am I yelling? Y'all can hear me if I talk normally. That's just the Rays. It's Ray and his nephew. I'm getting. I didn't know how much I was putting in my cup because it's in a tissue box, so I couldn't see, right? So then I got up the second time to go to the bathroom. I'm like, whoa, why am I lit? I don't know how we got here, gang, but we're here. Shout out to the 2 viewers in the chat. We always gonna stay up. We always gonna be up. If you just came in to the live, what we're doing right now is, let me adjust the camera. There we go. What we're doing right now is we're trying to win some money tonight. So, oh, Stefan Castle. I went to the bathroom and you already hit on your slip. Stefan Castle already got his 4 and 4 that I needed from him. Mikhail, Stefan is waking up. He's waking up. We're lit. Now, if only Jalen Johnson can grab 3 rebounds in 10 minutes. Please, God, take it to overtime if need be. I need Jalen Johnson to grab 3 rebounds in 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes, and I need LaMelo Ball to just give me 1 more 3. And then all that would be left is, well, Sengun is acting like he hates basketball. Is Sengun injured? I'll go to that game after the Knicks game is over, but I don't know what Sengun's on, bro. Like, bro, what are we doing? But in the meantime, I should probably order myself some food. I don't know. What am I even gonna eat, bro? Largest deficit was 19. What are the Knicks down by? I don't personally care if the Knicks win or lose. I just need Paul George to not succeed. I'm praying on his downfall. Praying on his downfall heavily. Shout out to all of us. We pray. Everybody spam in the chat praying on PG downfall. Praying on his downfall. Praying on PG downfall. We need PG to fail. I need PG to fail, and I also need food. So you know what? Let's go to DoorDash. Let's do it that way. Towns commits another foul. You already hit your rebound quota, bro. I don't care. I'm paying attention to the chat as well. Don't worry, y'all. Just because I'm lying. Hang on. Here we go. Just because I'm lying down doesn't mean I'm not locked in with y'all. I'm very much so locked in. But this is the perks of doing this in my room. I get to lay down. I get to be comfortable. This is what y'all paid to see, even though no one paid. This is free. This is on YouTube, y'all. So lock in. Real life, though, I do need. Hang on. Let me check. Wait, hang on. I know what to do. Kolick and Embiid. Shout out to Kolick. Cold white boy in the league, runner up. Zero delivery fee. Yeah, we like that. I think it said Embiid feeling it right now and misses. I love that. Because fuck Embiid, man. Weak ass nigga. How do you not have the one thing that you're supposed to have on the menu? This is terrible. Shout out to Anthony Town. I'm just trying to build this BS kitchen island. You're trying to build an entire kitchen island, bro? You're God's strongest soldier. Because ain't no way. It's a portable one. You got real money, bro. All right, hang on. We got to change the prompt. I just realized before I order my food, we got to change the prompt. We got to change the banner. Oh, wait. Johnson. It's a rebound type of night, y'all. We need rebounds from people. It's the same thing as the cat banner, except it's Jalen Johnson now. We need Jalen Johnson to grab 8, or else the parlay is screwed. Now let's go back to the comments. Whenever you're ready to have that housewarming, Mikhail, let everybody know. Let the gang know, brother. Yo. Mikal Bridges is nasty. And let me order my food. Food has been ordered, ladies and gentlemen. I'm crying. Look, bro. I told people already I'm taking a trip to Boston. I just don't know if it's gonna be for a game after JT come back or if it's gonna be just for a playoff game. You feel me? Oh, Jalen Walls is cold. I can't sit back. I'd make a trip out to MA. I'd make a trip out to Mass. But like I said, I might be a little different from everybody else because you know me. Paulo Banquero's mom is a baller. I don't really care nothing about that P5. You've been trash this year. You talking to me about your mother can play. Can you play, nigga? The fuck? Y'all knew Paulo Banquero's mother was a basketball player? I ain't know that. Yeah, keep me posted on that, bro. Cause you know me, I love Celtics games. I'm literally once I figured out JT was actually gonna come back this year, I was like, it might change my schedule. Yeah. NBA players' parents be having the most random career. I would have never known. If you had gun to my head, is Paolo Banquero's mother an NBA player or an accountant? I might have said accountant. Oh, that was a bad choice, brother. But I could see how I thought he was going to take the next step this year. Jalen Johnson took the next step, took a giant step. Jalen Johnson might have taken a leap and a bound. P5 took like 2 steps back. I don't like that. VJ Edgecombe, we need you, VJ Edgecombe. Nah, Alprin Sengun is a criminal. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Yes, LaMelo. Yes, LaMelo. Yes, LaMelo hit 2 threes. Jalen Johnson just got to grab 2 more boards. Oh my God, the Raptors put up 20. The Raptors went on a 16-0 run to start the fourth quarter. What is happening? What? Oh my God, I'm sick. What are the Raptors doing, bro? What are the Raptors doing? I mean, not the Raptors, the Hawks. Nah, JT definitely gonna help. That's the top 5 player in the association. Shout out to 2 viewers rocking out with me. first stream back in a minute. I appreciate y'all. You locked in here. Sixers been in control of this game for most of the game. All right, well, Jalen Brunson got 25, so that part of the lay is okay. Well, he has 26. VJ Edgecombe is stuck at 22 right now. Is he still in the game? If he hits a 3, we're good money. Hit a 3, VJ. Embiid was like about to give the thrust celebration. He was about to give out the thrust celebration again. Embiid is a criminal. Embiid is a criminal. All right, Jalen Brunson getting to that part of the night. Nah, he is hating on him crazy right now. Foot's on the line. Like, they meet munching, but one thing about me is I support all four. Oh, that's a deep cross. He's going to flop. I mean, he had nowhere to go. I don't know why he took that shot. But I'm here for all Embiid hate. I don't care. I'm a hater, especially when it comes to Embiid. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a hater. Yeah, the Sixers want this win. They're going crazy. Hey, VJ. This is the free throw is crazy. Oh, Jalen Johnson, please. Oh, Jalen Johnson. He has 7 boards. Jalen Johnson has 7 boards. Jalen Johnson has 7 boards. He has 7 boards. Jalen Johnson has 7 boards, people. Lock it. We need this. Come on, JJ. Come on, Double J. 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. I need something out of you, bro. If Jalen Johnson could just do this for me, I'd be super appreciative. I don't know what does Anthony Davis have Sengun in the box. After this Knicks game, I'm locking in, y'all. I promise. I don't know what Sengun got going on, bro. Oh, Tyrese Maxey is filthy. Tyrese Maxey is filthy. I don't see the Knicks coming back from this. Yeah, I don't see the Knicks making a comeback here. I just don't see it. And an Obi hit the ground pretty hard, y'all. Nah, I didn't bet the money line anyway. I ain't bet the money line. I'm just saying the Knicks can't make a comeback. I don't bet money lines anymore. That joint, it's a trap, bro. Money lines and the spreads, trap. Tyrese Maxey is filthy, bro. Oh my god, bro. These are nice. These are elite buckets. Love Tyrese. And one for Cat. Nigga over here doing the flip. Bro, you down 15 in your house with 4.5 minutes left. Relax. You know what? Everybody in this game already hit. It's time for me to go through real pain and see if this dude Jalen Johnson is gonna hurt me or not. So I'm gonna tune in for the last 3 minutes of that game. Give me a second, y'all. Where is the Houston? No, Atlanta Hawks and Toronto Raptors. Please help him to still be in the game, God. Please. Jalen Johnson. I need a rebound from Jalen Johnson. Get a rebound, Jalen. Echo Okafor is over here taking boards. Dyson Daniels thought he was a one-man wrecking crew. Idiot. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. Jalen Johnson doesn't get one more board, bro. Oh God, I'll end the whole stream. I'll end everything right now. I'll end everything right now. And now they're hitting threes. I get the game is over, but I need Jalen Johnson to get 8 boards. Ending everything is crazy. It is crazy. I might have misspoke. That's not a foul, gang. That's not a foul, gang. That's not a foul. I wonder how many people in the United States of America had Jalen Johnson for 8 rebounds. Probably me and 3 other niggas. Go figure. Get a rebound. That was a lob. Nobody's doing anything. Why do you niggas hate me? Instead, he's getting fouled and going to the line to pad his point stats like I need him for freaking points. Ah! Stephon Castle should be good. Why you keep calling him Stephen Castle? Is his name not Stephon Castle? Be throwing me off, dog. It's high pressure right now. I need Jalen Johnson to grab a. He missed a free throw and didn't even get his own rebound like a real nigga. Please, Jalen, please. And it's like the Raptors is not going to miss any shots anymore. We got 2 minutes. Miss something. Jalen Johnson needs to get crash. Jalen, crash! Crash! What are you doing? This nigga thinks he's a guard. Get in the paint. Oh my God. Is he going to the bench? Oh, nah. We're cooked. We're cooked, y'all. This nigga just went to the bench, y'all. Oh, that's nasty, y'all. 7 rebounds, Jalen. 7 rebounds, and I needed you for 8. 7 rebounds, I needed you for 8, and now you're chilling on the bench like shit is sweet. You know what? We're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot. We're gonna. Nah, it's all good. It's all good, Mikhail. You know, you put your hard-earned coin down on one of these niggas, and they turn out to be generational failures. You know, they just suck. They're just terrible. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, I'm not watching this game anymore. You know what? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You kill your no. Can't say that. I'm gonna get flagged. Can't say that. I'll tell you the years out. Years out. Die. Ah! Oh, with the thing, with the countertop thing you building. Yeah, that is so annoying. Yeah. The Celtics game doesn't start until wild late. Wicked late. Was trying to win some money before that, but you know, screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Oh man. Butting this board on the wrong side. Now hold on. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? If JB sells me, I never want to hear you say he top 3 again. He top 3 in the East for sure. I mean, regardless of if he sells your parlay tonight, numbers don't lie. Team record doesn't lie. Eye test doesn't lie. He's cold, bro. I'm sorry, but he should hit. Like I anticipate him because let's look at it. Let's look at it in a respectful point of view, right? He was on a 30-point heater. Last 2 games he didn't get to 30. I think he dropped 23 and 10, and then he dropped 28 and what was it? 28 and like 6 or something. 28 and 7. I don't know, but I think he's gonna go over 30 tonight. I don't think who's on the Clippers anyway that guards. Who's the wing defender? Derrick Jones Jr. He could get cooked. I don't think Kawhi is locked down anymore. That's just me personally. They also don't put Kawhi on the best offensive player for the whole game, so I think it's a pretty safe bet. I think your money's good. I definitely think your money's safe on that side for real, for real. The only numbers I care about are on my parlay. I respect that because the only numbers I cared about were on my parlay, and Jalen Johnson decided to. And it's never like, and you know what's crazy? Because Jalen Johnson missed, I know every other leg. Like, watch Sengun have the best second half of basketball that he's ever had in his entire life. Like, and now I can't even go smack his unders. Should I just go smack his unders? I should probably just go smack this nigga's unders because he's really been that bad. Like I said, I don't know if it's because Anthony Davis has bro in a box or what, but something's not adding up for us. Quit while I'm behind. You're right. I'll save that $1.50. You know what? I'm gonna take my man's advice, y'all. I'm gonna enjoy my food. I'm gonna get this stream up to 3 hours though. So I think we're 2 hours and 55 minutes in. So instead of like putting myself in hell, putting myself through the gulag, I will stop gambling for the night and I will save this 150 for tomorrow. It's like, nah, I'm probably gonna put that last $1.50 on JB for a 40 ball. But I'm definitely not gonna hurt myself on camera anymore, at least for the rest of the night. But I will be back to hurt myself either tomorrow or what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Sunday, right? Today should be Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. So I should be back to hurt myself either tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday, bright and early. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I guess for the next 5 minutes, we could chill, go on a monologue, whatever niggas need to do. I feel as though I should have won tonight. It is very disheartening that I'm not going to win tonight. I don't understand how grown men getting paid millions of dollars decide that failure is an option. But then again, for them, it's not failure, right? For them, it's not failure because they're making, like I said before, reiterate, millions of dollars, just raking in the cash, just millions, quite literally a bunch of money is being spent by said niggas for them to not grab their averages. Like, it'd be one thing if Buddy averaged 3 rebounds a game and I just decided to bet him for 8. You average like 8.5, bro. You'd be getting double-doubles out the wazoo. What exactly was the issue tonight? I'm looking at you and you're not even touching the paint in the last 5 minutes of the game. Why? Why? Do you hate me that much? Do you hate... And I'm not even your fan, per se. I just thought you were a grown man who makes millions of dollars. I suppose the fuck not. Learn my lesson. Anybody who sells you for a point, a rebound, or an assist can never see the parlay slip again, y'all. Can never see the parlay slip again. I don't care if they go crazy the next game. Because unless you're dedicating yourself to bet on them every game after that until you hit again, you're only going to look for pain. You're only going to find pain. That's what you're seeking. You're seeking pain. They're failures. Grown men who fail. It's bothersome and it's irksome. No. Let me be very clear. Jaylen Brown has not sold me on a slip this year yet. I'll reiterate. Jaylen Brown has not sold me on a slip this year yet. Here's my big problem. I put legs on the parlay instead of just putting an exorbitant amount of money on a JB straight leg parlay. Like if I had just, instead of betting multiple 5 or 10s, you know what I'm saying? Instead, if I had just bet a hundo burger on JB 25 plus for the entirety of the year, I would have lost that bet if they've played, because they were what? They're 20-12 before tonight. That means they've played 32 games. I might have lost that bet four or 5 times out of 32. I swear to God. 4 or 5 times out of 32. That means 27 times I would have smacked on JB 25 plus. I would have still been up. So no, I will not keep that energy for JB. That energy is for Jalen Johnson. JB gets, oh my Lord, I'm so proud of you. God bless you, you humbling, amazing young individual. All right. So that's been it for the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank everybody for watching, sticking it out with me. 3 hours back, first day back. I think that's great. I think that's great. I think that's pimping. I think we did a good job. I think we're going to be even better on Sunday or Monday whenever I decide to do it. And yeah, appreciate you, Mikhail, for sure. You've been locked in since the beginning. Much love, my brother. Please, if you have the time, tune in next time I'm live. Everybody be going up crazy this year. I'm trying to stream 2 to 3 times a week, trying to get on a bunch of content this year. I'm on that. I'm on my shit. That's what I meant to say. I'm on my shit. So appreciate everybody for showing love. Appreciate everybody for rocking out with me. And, you know, that's been it for the Recreational Hoopers Live tonight. See you next time. That was supposed to be cooler, but I didn't have it over the end stream button.